Tesla has just brought out a new version of the Model Y in Canada, which is pretty awesome for you guys because it actually qualifies for the new electric car incentives, meaning it costs around $40,000 US. $40,000 US for a Tesla Model Y. Yeah, I know people in the US can get one now for $39,500, including the incentives, but now you guys in Canada are no longer missing out. This is a new variant of a Model Y. It's not the base model variant you get in the US. It's different. I'm going to explain how it is different in this video. Thanks for watching. Great to see you. All the new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Thank you for your support. Tesla has pretty good news for Canadians, in my opinion, because this new news means that not only is there a new base model, Tesla Model Y, it also means that because that model qualifies for the EV incentives in Canada of 5,000 Canadian dollars, now all versions of the Model Y qualify. So the Tesla Model Y long range also qualifies, meaning the price has gone from 70,000 Canadian dollars for the long range to $65,000, meaning it costs around about 45,000 US dollars for the long range version of the Model Y. The standard range version, as in the shortest range version, is 55,000 Canadian dollars, or around 40,500 US dollars. I'm really excited to see this because this version of the Model Y is one you should absolutely consider. Yes, the range is not as far, it's not as long as the standard version, as the long range version. It's in fact much shorter. But considering the price of this car, and considering the fact that most people don't need massive amounts of range, I mean, the people that do can buy the long range version, the people that don't can buy this version. Now, this actually comes with LFP batteries. There are no Tesla Model Ys in the US that come with LFP batteries. The Model 3 does, the Model Y doesn't. So you can get this version, which is, it's actually the Chinese version of the car. I'm not sure if it's going to be made in the US or not. I'm going to guess probably not. I'm going to guess they're probably sending the Shanghai versions of the car to you guys in Canada, which is quite an interesting strategy here. But the good thing is, even though these battery packs have less range, they are really good. They are really good for charging. I mean, you can get more charging cycles out of an LFP battery. So let's say you plan on having the car for a long period of time, there's a good chance you'll see less battery degradation as well. Plus, they're even better in terms of their fire retardant capabilities. Tesla Model Y sales in Canada will get a pretty big boost as a new lower priced version of the rear-wheel drive variant has been released. Since its price is below the so-called ZEV rebate, that means the Model Y long range will be eligible for the $5,000 credit as well. So you've got two EVs now in Canada that qualify from Tesla. In an update to the design studio, Tesla added a Model Y rear-wheel drive for 60,000 Canadian dollars. It comes with a range of 394 kilometers, which is 245 miles. Top speed of 217 kilometers an hour. That equates to 135 miles an hour, while the 0 to 100 time is 6.9 seconds. That 0 to 100 time means, right, that it is the Chinese Shanghai version, or possibly could even be a German, European-made version either as well, possibly. So Germany or Shanghai is the most likely source of this new version of the Model Y. What is surprising is the range. It's a bit lower. It's a bit lower than what it is in other countries. In most countries around the world, the range is between 450 to 480 kilometers of this version of the Model Y. You know, it's a bit less than that. I'm wondering if that's because of the cold. Now, in cold places, yes, batteries don't last as long. That's very, very normal. So that could be possibly contributing to why Tesla is saying this car has less range in Canada. They're trying to give you guys a real world range figure here, not just make stuff up as they go along, which is what some car companies do and why they've been critiqued and criticized in Norway, where some car companies, their EVs have been tested and they've been proven to get about 50% of the claimed range, which is shocking. Probably even better news is the fact that in British Columbia, you can get an additional 4,000 Canadian dollars incentive. So that brings the price down from 60,000 Canadian dollars to 51,000 Canadian dollars. But in Quebec, you can get 7,000, meaning 48,000 Canadian dollars for the Tesla Model Y in Quebec. If you convert those Canadian dollars to US dollars, that means in Quebec, you can get a Model Y for $35,450. That's US dollars, of course. If you're here in Quebec, this is an absolute no-brainer. Now, long range is the only other option that I'd be considering. I would be considering the long range version. Actually, it's not that much difference in price. But look, $35,000 for a car this size that has these kinds of features, it's unprecedented. It's amazing. But to be fair, a lot of that comes down not only to Tesla discounting the car, but to the Canadian government and provincial governments offering these EV incentives, which are fantastic to get early adopters buying EVs. When will deliveries happen? Apparently deliveries of this model of car will be happening in June or July. Now, it would make sense that if you order quickly, you're able to get your car in June. If you take a while, you take a week or two to decide, you're probably gonna have to wait a couple of months. The reason being the first shipment, I'm gonna assume the shipments will be coming in from China or Germany, and the first shipment will sell out pretty quickly. But of course, second and third shipments, etc., will take a little bit longer to sell. But if you don't want to wait, now's the time to get online and buy one of these models, long range or the standard model. Either way, they're both cheaper. Great news for Canadians. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.